Hey guys, it's Tinker Taylor here today, bringing you back another Pokemon build series video. Today we have Lapras, who is a water ice type Pokemon, and according to Bulbapedia, it's like a plesiosaur. So it's designed after a dinosaur. It kind of looks like the body of a turtle, so little. I say little, like flippers, front flippers, back flippers, a little bit of a shell, but the shell's only the top part. Kind of like if you put a shell on top of this Pokemon. But then it's got a really long neck and a really, really cute dinosaur looking face with little curly ears and a little horn. And it is a blue colour with a few dark blue spots, and then, cream on like the underside, on the tummy and underneath the flippers and whatnot. And I don't know, I kind of thought about like I don't want to say bougie type place, but I don't know, it was kind of like a little bit of a fancy, I don't know, I wrote down ferry with living quarters, and then I pivoted from ferry to whatever this is, so it's more of a, I don't want to say luxury yacht, but kind of like a luxury yacht, I guess. And it was quite interesting to try and figure out how to put it together. I don't think I did the best. I'm 100% sure that there are a million people out there who have just these most beautiful, brilliant builds that they've done that are boat related, and yeah, mine's probably not one of them, and I'm okay with that. It's one of those moments where I was just like, I want to have fun with it, I want to do something a little bit different, a little bit weird, a little bit out there. I've never really done a boat before. It was very difficult. And I did look up a lot of different types of ferries, and a lot of them are technically catamarans, not ferries, I guess, per se. I think what I was trying to build was more like a tugboat than a ferry, and then it turned into kind of, what you're seeing now. And I decided to kind of slightly pivot. Instead of making it a ferry, I decided to make it a private home. So yeah, it is a home. It has 2 bathrooms, 1 bedroom, a kitchen, 2 lounge areas, and a little dining spot, as well as the outdoor area. And I had a good time with it. It was very fun and very interesting, and I don't know what I expected to have done in this spot, but again, just had fun with it, messed around with it, did some weird things, tried some new things, and at the end of the day, I'm not too upset with how it turned out. There is parts of it that I'm looking at going, oh, I don't know if that actually works or looks good, or like I don't know. But there are other parts of it that I'm like, you know what? That we'll pat ourselves on the back for that bit, So it was definitely a bit of an interesting build to build, and I don't know, I had a lot of fun with it. It was kind of one of those moments where I was just kind of, messing around and not really sure what I was doing, and just, very confused. And originally I did want to make it 2 bedrooms, but I decided it would just, like, cut up the top area a bit too much, and I didn't want that. I wanted it to look a bit, I don't want to say fancy, but I wanted it to look a bit fancy, I wanted it to be nice and bougie and whatnot, so, I end up doing something like this, and I don't know, I hope you guys enjoy the build. It is definitely something very fancy, and I think something that's definitely inspired me is my roommates have started watching videos on like huge luxury yachts and stuff like that. They're never gonna buy one, but they love looking at different ways of living. Like, for a period of time, they were looking a lot into farming and farmhouses and stuff like that, and living off the land and how that all works, and now they're looking at, like luxury boats and stuff like that. They just love looking at random different ways of living. Not that I think they'd ever live on a boat or luxury yacht or anything like that. I think it would be one of those things where, like, I feel like a lot of people would want to, maybe go on a little holiday on one, but not necessarily live on one. And I think that's, kind of just like a little, ooh, like, wouldn't it be cool to try this for a weekend or whatever? And because, they're watching it a lot, I have seen some pretty cool luxury yachts and decided to, kind of take a little bit of inspiration from what I have seen. And it's quite interesting because some of the things that I've seen are like, you know, the tissue boxes have flowers. Like it's the tissues have been designed into a flower in every single room in this particular video, and it was just like the level of detail and like it just it's slightly insane. I don't think I could live on a yacht. I think I would be entirely too overwhelmed because I am absolutely terrified of water, deep water. I have, yeah, I have a fear of deep water, and I also don't like, you know, being pushed into water and things like that. It makes me very upset. So I think, yeah, for me, it would just be better to not deal with that, like the anxiety of it. No, thank you. I definitely don't want that. Definitely don't need that. But yeah, there's definitely people out there who are interested in that and do like that sort of stuff, and you know, each to their own. But I did have a lot of fun building it. I think it would be really cool to kind of like design one in real life. I, again, would never live on it, but I'm sure there's plenty of people who would be interested in things like this, you know? Also, because I am in Sulani, I can't build a basement, and the idea for me in the basement was that's where I was going to put the kitchen, and that's where I was going to put some living quarters for people who work on the boat. But yeah, you can't build without mod. I'm pretty sure there is a mod out there where you can build in the basement, but yeah, I couldn't, so I didn't. And yeah, at the end of the day, it's fine. It's probably one of those things where it's like, you know, you go out for day cruises and whatnot like that. And if you did go out somewhere overnight, that there'd be another boat nearby. That's maybe where the crew would sleep on and whatnot. So that yeah, you would kind of be left alone and not bothered by the crew. But then yeah, they would come over and hop on board early morning and let you like take care of you and whatnot. So yeah, let me know down below if any of you have ever stayed on a fancy boat like this, or if you own one, and like what is it actually like, you know? I feel like one this size would not necessarily have a crew. You might have, like I said, like if you're staying somewhere and you're not going out, you might have people come on board, take care of you, and then leave. But I feel like something this small, you wouldn't have necessarily like a dedicated crew or anything like that. I feel like those luxury yachts and stuff like that, that are like insanely big. And it's, I don't know, it's, to me it's a little excessive. The fact that, yeah, you could have staff living on your floating home. I don't know, like people who can afford it, like obviously if you can afford it and you've worked hard for it, then, you know, I'm not gonna judge you for what you spend your money on. I'm just not in that category, and I don't feel, I don't know, it just feels a bit weird, you know, like people living on a boat, and I don't know, man, it's weird. But yeah, again, I still had a lot of fun with this build. I think I would like to maybe spend a singular night on a boat like this, on a yacht or something like this. I don't wanna do it permanently. I don't want it to be a full-time thing. I don't want it to be my lifestyle or anything like that. But it's one of those things where like you've got to experience it once, you know. You just have a little fun, see what's it like, and then yeah, you know, I'll probably hate it the whole time, but at the same time, it's probably also something that I might, you know, it's a memory. I might enjoy it, you know. So yeah, I don't know. And like I've been on plenty of boats and ships before. Like I've been on a cruise before. That was a little anxiety inducing, but I think because I was younger and there was quite a lot of things to distract me, it was okay. But yeah, now that I'm getting a bit older, I don't know how well I'd be distracted by these things. I say I'm getting older like I'm ancient, but no, like just I don't know how well, yeah, these things would distract me. Because I don't know, I think I've just become very, I don't want to say hyper aware of things, but yeah, just a little bit more aware of how life exists and things like that. That doesn't make any sense, but that's okay. That's fine. But yeah, anyway, I did actually finish this build this morning, which surprises me that I got it all done in time, even though I was building it this morning. Like I said recently, I had to reinstall my game and fix up a few things and whatnot, and I've also not been sleeping well. Some roommates are here part-time, and when they are here, I always sleep terribly, always. I don't know, it just, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I always do. So I ended up also having a big nap yesterday, and so when I got up, yeah, I definitely took care of this build, and I ended up, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, that nap definitely threw me off, so maybe I should go finish that build and, or go to bed, sorry. Maybe I should go to bed, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. And then I woke up at 6:30 this morning to find the front door open and my roommate's dog's outside. One of them has major anxiety about going outside, but she'll still go outside, and it's like, dude, if you're anxious about going outside, why go outside? So, yeah, I've had to keep an eye on her all day, because my roommates aren't actually even in the state. They are visiting some family at the moment, and I am taking care of, yeah, all their animals, which I'm fine to do that, but it's just like, oh my goodness. Why was the door open, and why did she go out there if she's scared? The other dog loves being outside. He likes to run on the road, so I'm so glad that I found him on the pathway, not the road. But yeah, I've had like 5 hours sleep. I mean, I did have that nap yesterday as well, but I've had 5 hours sleep, and I'd just been running on, I guess, anxiety because of the poor puppies. I call them puppies, they're dogs, but like they're puppies, you know? So yeah, long story short, that's why I finished it this morning. Didn't sleep well. Also did not sleep well last night, but hopefully we should be getting back into a good little sleep schedule soon. But also, completely off topic, completely new topic, if you guys are looking for a build or cast creation challenge, I have one that's going to be starting at the start of July, and it's called the A to Z challenge, and basically you get a new letter each week, you do a build or cast creation on that letter, and you have a week to do it. You don't have to do every week, you don't have to do both cast and building, you can do one of each, you could do just one, you could do none, it's really up to you. And yeah, it's just like a little challenge for you to kind of get outside your creativity, get outside your comfort zone, and be creative. There is a link down below for the what do you call it? I made a Notion page, which is like publishing it's became a little website, so you can go check that out, and it'll have all the rules, it'll have previous examples, it'll have the countdown for the current week that you'll be in and the next week. So currently week A and week B, the counters are there, and I just have to update them each week manually, which is fine. And the reason why I've got two is just in case I'm a bit late and you can see the other one is done, you'll still see the second one and how much time you've got left. And yeah, it's a fun little challenge, and the hashtags are there as well. I remember to put them in. I was talking about it in a previous video where I was like, oh, I forgot to do that, and I did do it pretty much straight after. And yeah, it's basically just, I think it's hashtag A2Z 2020, no, sorry, hashtag A to Z 25, and then the letter of whatever week you're doing. If you're doing casts or builds, it really doesn't matter, because I can filter by casts, I can filter by builds, so we don't need to have a million different hashtags. We just have A to Z 2025, then the letter that you're doing for that week. So yeah, if you're interested, definitely check it out. I haven't added any casts images because I did not go and save them from Instagram from everyone, or the gallery or anything like that. But yeah, there's definitely a heap of ideas, and once this year's series is over, I will be adding the photos that I find on the gallery or social media or whatever. I will take pictures of them and add your like what it is and your name so people can find you. to the thing, and that's the same what I've done now. So yeah, if you have done this challenge and you are concerned about that, don't worry, I have put your name down against it so people can find you through your builds. And yeah, it should be a good little fun challenge for anyone who's looking for something new and different and slightly creative. And yeah, like really the only two rules are you don't have to do every single week, and no CC if you're officially entering. So I'm not going to be uploading any of the CC photos to the Notion page. I use CC, so none of my builds are up there. The first year I did it, I didn't use CC, but I still haven't uploaded those builds. So actually the first 2 years I did it, I didn't use CC, but the third year I did, which was this year. I do it in February, in 26 days, but I build them the year before, so yeah, it's kind of like a long series. I'm going to be building at the same time as you, but releasing my builds for next year. So I'm kind of building in advance. But yeah, if you want to see me building those builds, which will be using CC, or these Pokemon build series builds, which will not be using CC, I do build a lot of them over on Twitch. I also do some co-working streams. So if you ever need like a study buddy or anything like that, or someone to, you know, help you stay focused while getting chores done, or if you just want someone to relax, somewhere to relax, sorry, you can do a puzzle, because I do always have a puzzle there as well. And it's just, yeah, a nice little space to relax and chill. There's a few people who come and hang out when they're getting ready for bed. There's a few people who come out and when they're getting ready for their day. And yeah, I'm kind of keen and excited for that. So definitely check out, there is a link down below to my Twitch. And yeah, it's just like a nice little relaxation zone, or we're building. I do occasionally do variety games as well. I think at the moment I'm going to skip them for a little bit. But yeah, we will every once in a while do some variety games. So definitely also keep an eye out for that. I recently played Stray. I say recently, it was like 3 months ago. I loved it so much, I'm probably going to play it again. But there's a bunch of other games that I want to try out as well, and I've done some Minecraft in the past, and I've done some Lego games, so yeah, kind of just having a bit of fun with it, playing some different games and whatnot, and yeah, very happy and keen to play more games with you guys and hang out. So yeah, that's, I guess, kind of it from me. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, or to listen to me ramble, definitely make sure to subscribe, because I do come out with a new video every single day except the last 2 to 3 days of February, depending on if it's a leap year or not, because the A to Z challenge, I only do, 26 builds. But until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.